Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, new businesses open their doors in the city. We'll take you to their ribbon-cutting ceremonies.
Then scams directed at seniors are on the rise. We'll show you how to protect yourself.
Plus, we'll tell you how this Torrance nonprofit scored some hot new wheels.
And amid high unemployment, one group is getting some extra help. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. Tuition is going up at the California State University system, and many residents are not happy about it. 4 protesters were arrested and a police officer was injured during a recent demonstration in Long Beach. More than 100 demonstrators filled the board's meeting room to protest the tuition proposal. The latest fee hike is the 3rd within a year for the 23 campus system. The CSU has raised tuition 23% in the past year. The new 9% increase would mean an additional $498 for full-time undergraduate students, bumping the annual cost of tuition to nearly $6,000 by next fall. Tuition for the 2012-13 school year has more than quadrupled for what students paid a decade ago.
And we have a brief city council meeting to tell you about.
The City of Torrance.
The annual Rose Parade in Pasadena will be here before you know it. And as float volunteers gear up for a busy decorating season, they may also be thinking that this parade will be the city's last. Well, a donation made at the most recent council meeting should keep the Torrance float afloat a little longer. Ace Clearwater Enterprises, a manufacturing company that specializes in welding, made a $75,000 donation to the Torrance Rose Float Association. That leaves about half of the float's cost left to be fundraised. Due to a narrowing budget, it's unclear as to whether the city can continue to fund the Rose Float for 2013. And speaking of donations, the Centennial Committee accepted a $3,000 donation from Asset Management Solutions, LLC. The financial company is adding to the committee's coffers, which now amounts to more than $200,000.
Families in need may have a brighter Thanksgiving thanks to the donation of local residents and city employees. Reporter Hiba Samad explains.
We're very happy, and sometimes we feel sad because sometimes there's not too much to give.
Sandra Alvarez has volunteered at the Salvation Army for 10 years, and at times with less food to give, the Torrance community is helping to make meals possible for those without this holiday season.
This can drive, of course, is for our Thanksgiving effort to feed as many families as we can now, due to our economy is in desperate straits.
This is the first round of collections of cans and non-perishable goods here at City Hall, but the can drive continues throughout the holiday season. For the past 21 years, the City Hall Can Tree helps collect non-perishable goods for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and any giving this season may help even your neighbor.
The reality is that maybe your neighbor is really hurting. You know how much the rents are here, so you figure people are living paycheck to paycheck, that paycheck disappears, and unemployment doesn't pay the rent.
The Salvation Army in Torrance helps 3,000 families each month across the South Bay. David Risher says this year he's been getting a lot of calls, and any donation will make a difference.
We need donations, even if it's one can. You know, people can help. If you're in a church, have a food drive for us, and we'll come and pick it up.
And volunteers like Alvarez does what she can to make life better for others.
Happy to be there and help the people.
For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Hiba Samad.
Thanks, Hiba. This is the first of 2 holiday canned food drives. The Salvation Army will be back at City Hall on December 15th to pick up food for the Christmas holiday.
Amid this sluggish economy, some businesses are closing, but there are several businesses opening up here in Torrance. This may look like a party, but it was actually the grand opening for some party specialists. The Special Events and Wedding Showroom is the latest grand opening in downtown Torrance. The new business is one-stop shopping if you're looking to plan a big event. These party planners help with finding a location, staff, caterers, formal wear, as well as providing assistance to carry you through your event. The aim is to allow you to enjoy yourself and not have to worry about the details.
And there's another new business for South Bay residents to get excited about.
Not only do we want kids to love the water and have fun, but we teach them water safety skills. They can learn to fall or jump into the pool, roll face down to face up by 12 months.
That's just what this young girl demonstrated at the grand opening of the South Bay Aquatics Swim School. The school opened their second location here in Torrance recently. They specialize in family activities, especially when it comes to swim safety for children. The year-round indoor facility also makes it easy to swim even in the chillier months. The water temperature remains at 90 degrees and the indoor air temp at 84 degrees year-round. And the school is a welcome addition to the city.
It's going to provide clean jobs, and it's going to provide a service for the citizens of Torrance and a place for children to learn how to swim.
For more information, go to southbayaquatics.com. Up next, we'll bring you another thriving Torrance business that's celebrating a big milestone.
Plus, we'll tell you about scams that are targeting seniors. Those details are coming up after the break.
Now, let's take a look at the current temperature outside.
When you earn your GED diploma, the barriers in your life fall. Take the first step and get free GED information in your area at 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or yourged.org. Earn your GED diploma and begin your brighter future.
This is so cool, Dad. Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
With the economy on everyone's minds, some Americans fear that we import more than we export. A local company is keeping their manufacturing stateside, and one of the country's hottest exports is made right here in Torrance. Reporter Jacqueline Quinn has a story.
Privately owned Robinson Helicopters is bucking the trend of moving production offshore and expanding here locally. It's celebrating a huge milestone this week.
Congratulations. Here.
The company is delivering its 10,000th helicopter after 36 years of operation. Despite a turbulent economy, they've not only expanded but are looking to hire even more employees. Founder Frank Robinson says his company's business model has helped them prosper.
We figured out what the public really wanted and needed, and we designed the helicopter for that.
The highest quality helicopters in the world are manufactured in America, here in Torrance.
Kurt, Frank's son, says not having to rely on government contracts helped them grow internationally from the start, and this has been crucial for their success.
China is an emerging growth area. They have a few helicopters there. They're just going through the transition to open up their airspace, so we suspect that that'll actually be a very promising.
Kurt also says the key to making it to the 10,000th helicopter is its employees. Unlike Northrop or Boeing, the company is willing to train its employees without much prior experience. Tom Ashbrook is one of the employees who trained here 23 years ago.
Frank Robinson, part of what made him so successful probably is that he hires young people and he trains them his way.
Hector Ayala came from a military background and also received additional training at Robinson. He's made a career here and it's helped him support his own family.
I got this job a month after active duty, and I feel blessed. I mean, it's a great company, it's growing, you know, it's a great future for this company.
I'm standing here in front of Robinson's 10,000th helicopter, which is the R-44 Raven II. It weighs about 1,500 pounds, and it seats up to 4 people, but what's most important is it took 280 man-hours to fully assemble.
And all those things translates to employment at the company. Kurt Robinson says he wants to keep things local as much as possible.
As much as we can do, we like keeping it here.
And keeping things local and ensuring a high quality has earned them a loyal following worldwide. The company is now the largest helicopter manufacturer in the U.S., producing more aircrafts than all other helicopter companies combined.
We have 2 more R66 orders, and I want to hand it to Kurt for you. And, oh no, wait, just a second. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, and that makes 10 orders for you.
It's always turned out that our market has been about 60 to 70% outside the United States. So this is an excellent thing for us because you have an American-made product that's being exported and used all over the world.
Robinson is proud to say they've maintained job stability for its employees and an opportunity to move up within the company.
It's great to know that my, achievements made it this far, help the company grow.
Frank Robinson, who has seen the highs and lows of various economies, says he thinks the company is setting a good example in this climate.
I think it's time for American industry to get moving again. And I'm happy that we are, in a sense, leading the way for some of that movement.
And he says he's going to keep things simple without large, bloated overheads so the company can continue producing in Torrance and welcome its 20,000th aircraft soon. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Jacqueline Quinn.
Thanks, Jacqueline. As a fixture in Torrance for nearly 40 years, Robinson Helicopter continues to give back to the community. They recently donated their time and equipment to the Torrance Centennial Committee for the Lights, Camera, Action event.
Ordinary citizens who have made extraordinary contributions to the community were honored at a recent celebration. Reporter Hiba Samad takes us to the People of Distinction Awards.
To stay strong, to never give up, and if I have a dream, to accomplish my dreams.
These words of wisdom is what Officer Andrew Garton left behind for trainee Erica Marquette. Garton was one of the nominees at the 2nd Annual People of Distinction Awards Gala.
Andrew Garton died May 26th in a motorcycle collision with an El Segundo police sergeant while the two were escorting a funeral procession.
Nominee Garton was the first officer to die while on duty for Hawthorne PD and the only finalist not present at the awards ceremony held at Torrance Marriott.
I'm filled with mixed emotions, obviously. We know we really miss him, but I'm so honored to have been his wife, and I'm very proud of him and the duty that he did for the community.
The award, sponsored by the Daily Breeze, received an overwhelming response of nominees across the South Bay, and 100 were selected, but only 32 finalists were given the chance to attend this honorary ceremony, all of whom seemed to carry a sense of community service and inspiration.
I started this organization when I was in 8th grade, so about 4 years ago, and what I do is I go around to different elementary schools and intermediate schools and get collections of different necessities that the homeless need.
Avery Durko was one of many nominated in youth. The 6 categories included Unsung Hero, Innovation, Youth, Education, and Health. For the first time, the People of Distinction Awards were given to women nominees as well as men in categories of youth to the Unsung Hero. Nick Arquette's organization Walk with Sally in Torrance provides a support system to siblings and family members who have loved ones suffering from cancer.
Unfortunately, my mom died, Sally, when I was 16, and as an adult, I started to think about what I wanted to do to give back and how I could honor her name. And over a period of time, it occurred to me that starting my own charity was the way to go.
While most people there spoke about their accomplishments, Tracy Garton spoke on behalf of her late husband.
He was very kind, had a big heart, really loved working with people. He would take extra time with guys on the street that most of the officers would say, don't waste your breath.
The winners from Torrance included Jayatano Tom Scotty for education and Susan Burden for health and wellness. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Hiba Samad.
Thank you, Hiba. For more information on the People of Distinction Awards, go to dailybreeze.com.